baseball game or whatever the heck is on now. I guess college stuff. Not much of a sports guy anymore. Let's see what we got. Streaming. Okay, let's see. Where are we at? 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 Aha! Oh, Don, what's wrong? What's wrong? Where are you? Where are you, little star? Why is my live video ended? That shouldn't be. That shouldn't be. No. Let's see. Maybe I screwed up on that, so maybe I gotta figure out something here. I screwed up somewhere. I don't want to do that too much. Okay, I'm here. Hiya, Joseph. Looking great. Oh, Chris is there from Texas. Now, let's see. I'm having trouble with one of my Facebook accounts here. Let's see. We got Paycheck Thieves. Maybe it doesn't like it both. I bet that's it. You are close. Oh, well, thanks. I think I got to set up something else. Let's see. Go live, maybe. Yeah, I bet because it's one going in, one going out, that may be a problem if I do that. So I think I will set up another iPhone. Okay, guys, give me a minute. Let me get my Facebook on. Not now, not now, not now. Actually, I got to talk to you about this. How much these rich people got out of the tax thing. I got some data on that. Well, I gotta knock your socks off. Let's see, Paycheck Thieves. Paycheck. Oh, you have to know how to spell thieves. I before E, except after C. Paycheck Thieves. Come on, come on. Paycheck Thieves. IRS grants. Now. I bet you didn't know the IRS has grants, huh? Actually, they have a few kinds that I'll go over today, too. And I have a great way to, if you're in debt and people want to take you to court, great way to fight that. It's free. Everything I'm going to tell you about is free. Yeah, that's what I'm here for. I mean, I'm not selling anybody other stuff, and that's why I don't want to sell other people's stuff, because I don't want to do things for money like that. So if you like me or something, and I'm telling you to buy that, so like, never wanted to be Ed McMahon, I want to speak from the heart 24/7, man. If I don't believe in something, and when I help other people, it's really because I believe in it. I won't take money to do stuff. No, that's not cool to me. And actually, I'm going to cover too about this is the best time to go to college. Really, pay for college. It's incredible what's going on now in the world. But I bet you didn't know because you're too busy trying to make a living. It's crazy out there, isn't it? That's why just take a breath, and I think the biggest thing I found in life is try not to do what people tell you. So that's even me. I mean, if you appreciate my stuff or whatever, but really do what's good for you. Don't do it anybody else says. I mean, anybody else that tells you something to do, it's really, hey, I'm too busy watching Scope. Yes. No, I mean, anybody who's telling you to do stuff, I mean, particularly if they're making money at it, boy, they're just trying to figure out what's in your head. So they could sell you what you'll give money to them for. I do that too all the time, trying to think of, you know, what's in your head? 'Cause I mean, I already felt I could write a book on anything, you know. And I've written 100 books, but only about 10 have made money. So I've been wrong 90% of the time. 90% of the time, I'm wrong. So you can't trust me. But what you take from other people is options. You know, evaluate them for you. Because but it's not okay to sell knowledge. Yes, that's true. But I could save you a lot of time, man. I've been, you know, if you go out and Google this kind of stuff, whew, you know, it's forever. So that's what I want to do is really save you time, you know, on that and things like that, but also empower you so you could do it yourself. There's no magic, no matter. And even if you take the stuff I give you, it's what you do with it and how well you do it that really makes a difference. You know? It's sort of like, you know, what I always keep saying. I could show you where all the single people hang out, and you go there and see how lucky you are. You know, but if you don't know where those places they hang out, then you're doing nothing. So I could cut that time down for you to show you where it hangs out. Because the other people, particularly selling my stuff, they really don't know. They don't know this kind of stuff as well as I do. I've been studying for 40 goddamn years. It's crazy. Let me show you some other things about the budget and stuff, okay? You remember the tax cut? You know, the tax cut? Okay, the tax cut costs the country, you and me as taxpayers, are going to spend an extra $1.7 trillion. Now, what's $1.7 trillion? Yeah. Well, we're already in debt. I forget to look recently, like $5 trillion. The whole budget is only $4 trillion. 40 years, I thought you were 35. So did I. That's why I hurt myself. But it's, you know, I mean, it's a hell of a number, trillion. I mean, I don't know. I remember when I started doing this work 30, 40 years ago, I used to say billion. Yeah, 20 billion. Oh, that's what it is, 20 billion debt. See, it just runs away from you. Okay, so the new debt, you know, the tax program is going to increase that debt by $1.7 trillion, okay? So we got, you know, my researcher out there on Scope telling it it's already 20. So we're going to go, now 80% of that is going to the rich folks, okay? They're getting it all. Okay. Now the other thing I think is good about the tax cut maybe is business. Okay, they're cutting back the tax rate on business, and so the theory is that they cut the tax rate on business, then business will give more people more money to their employees, and everybody will grow. Okay, here's what's going on so far. Okay. Now a couple of data points you should know. Here, 80%. Let me change this here. Where are we? I gotta change this on Facebook so it looks right. 80% of the value of all the stock, okay, the stock market. See, everybody's trying to make the stock market go high, okay? Everybody say this is good, okay. 80% of the stock market is held by the richest 10% of the people. Okay, so who wants the stock market to go high? Who has the biggest motive for that to go high? I don't know if it's the average person. It seems to me the top 10% income people have more of a interest in that going high, you know, than the rest of us. Okay, so you have 80% of the people that own stocks in this country. Okay, now they talk about the bonuses. Okay, now with this tax break, the companies are making so much more money now, and you know because the country is going in debt to give these companies money, and the rich people and you and I who get $1,000. And so the businesses are giving everybody, employees supposedly, $1,000 Christmas bonus, okay? So that is supposedly, and I hear, you know, the administration and other people bragging about, hey, everybody's gotten a bonus, you know, it's Christmas in April or whatever they call it. So the average guy is supposed to be taken to get advantage of that. Okay, here's the latest scorecard by none other than Morgan Stanley. Morgan Stanley is one of these big Wall Street guys. Okay, investor company stuff. Okay, here's what they figured out so far. I think of the Fortune 500 companies, of the tax cut scoreboard now of the bonuses that were given out because of the tax cut, you know, because these companies are getting billions and billions and billions of dollars because we're going further in debt to give companies billions of dollars, okay? So that means your grandkids are gonna pay for this, you know. You don't have to worry, you're pretty locked in, okay? But somebody's gonna have to pay the $22 trillion now. Okay, but so the workers are getting bonuses of $6 billion out of that. Now, 171 billion is going to investors. They're actually getting 43% of the benefit is going to investors and 13% is going to the worker. So when they're bragging about, you know, who's getting it, it's the investors, right? So it's all around investors. And that's why I think this tax cut was so easy to do through Congress, because the rich people don't have income like you and I do. They don't have a salary, you know. All their money is in the stock market, investments and something. They don't give a shit about income. That's, you know, peanut money, you know, this pocket change or whatever. So that's what, it's interesting to see, you know, watch that, what's going on now. And even more importantly about that, you know, what's cool is Warren Buffett. Now, where is my Warren Buffett sheet? Now, he just came out, I think yesterday, okay, Warren Buffett comes out. Now, listen, Scopers, if I lose you, my phone says I'm running out of power, but I don't know, I'm plugged in and everything. I can't tell whether it's where it is. But, okay, well, Warren Buffett said he personally, not personally, his business just made $29 billion because of the tax cut this year. His business, this is one company, made $29 billion. Okay, now, so that means the government is giving his company $29 billion. Okay, so I mean, you see why these people, why would they go out and think of a product or a way to be in business? I thought was to provide a service or product to somebody else. That's where the, you know, your talent should be if you're in business. But most businessmen, see, they can get more money out of Washington and lobbying than they can. Look at, they got $29 billion. Okay, what's $29 billion? Okay, see, man, I don't know. And so I start looking in the U.S. government. Okay, our U.S. government is like $4 trillion or something like that. So I wonder what I went to the White House document, and if you put, you know, U.S. Budget White House, and you will see this country is over, right? It's over the hill. Okay, what's a trillion? 29 billion. Okay, hi, Joe from Harrisburg. Okay, here's what we pay now for certain departments and agencies. Let's say, okay, do you ever hear the legislative branch? Okay, that's all of Congress. Okay, now, Buffett is getting $29 billion. Okay, all of Congress, these are the people making decisions for everybody. You know what they cost? $5 billion. Five. That's it. $5. Buffett's getting 29, like 30 he's getting. Wow. So that's all of Congress costs that much. Okay, what else? Okay, Department of Energy. Well, they want to get rid of that, don't they? Okay. Funny thing, when you look at the Department of Energy, you know what that cost us? $28 billion. Okay, they want to get rid of the Department Agency. Maybe this is a sneaky way to do it. They just gave $29 billion to Buffett, and that could have run the Department of Energy. $29 billion, yeah? God, I just don't see, people have the balls to do this stuff, right? Department of Interior, okay? There's another favorite. $13 billion. So what we gave Warren Buffett, we could pay for the two Department of Interiors. This is all your stuff that's going on the land and parks and, you know, keeping our country green again. Okay, oh, here's something. Justice Department. It's about the same. It's $34 billion. So the whole Justice Department costs almost the same as we just gave to Warren Buffett. $34 billion. And Warren, baby, got 29 something. So $30 billion. About the same. So he's the same as Justice, Labor, Department of State. Okay, State Department. Okay, that's supposedly going to help us from wars and being nice to other people in the world so they don't try to beat the shit out of us. Huh? So that is only, listen to this, State Department, $28 billion. So the whole State Department is run $28 billion, and I think the guy there now is trying to cut it down. But we think nothing of giving Warren Buffett $29 billion. Things like Buffett would have been doing pretty well in life, I think, if we didn't give him an extra $20 billion. And I think that's his position, because he's even against lower personal tax rates. I mean, he sees his secretary pays more in taxes than he does, and he complains to policymakers about that. So that's the Department of State. You know, all those things. Gosh, what else we have? Internet. Oh, NASA. What do you think NASA is? $21 billion. That's less. So let's get rid of all the space programs because now it looks like it's going to be an Uber going to Mars or whatever. We shouldn't be involved, even though we did all the preliminary research and everything to do that, and that's a lot less than we're given just to Buffett. That's one business. Isn't that amazing? Jeez. Oh, who knows what evil lurks in the heart of men? And anybody knows the answer to that? My wife knew the guy who used to play him on radio. I remember when I was a kid. So anybody give me the answer? Who knows what evil lurks in the heart of men? Who's the guy? Who knows what? All your young kids out there, what do you know, huh? Okay, so that's interesting. Now here's another thing. Okay, shady bosses. Okay, what's a shady boss? There is a great a great report that came out by Politico. I don't know if you know Politico. They're a new policy kind of magazine out of Washington and everything. The local newspapers don't have staff to do research reports, and the shadow knows. Yes, so we got somebody over 50 in here, or 60, or whatever it is. Yes, okay, Shady Bosses, okay. This report by Politico magazine, if you Google that, Politico magazine, Shady Bosses, and they got a good reference source to where to go if you have problems with this. And actually, this is the kind of stuff I put in the One Stop. All the sources, that you could use in your state, where to go for help on anything, legal help, extra money, all that kind of stuff. So my One Stop, like letsgo.com/onestop. I got about 30-some states there now, and I'm filling it up. And please, if your state isn't there, order it so I can do it, and other people will share it too. So these shady bosses, what the people are ripping off employees from overtime pay, from time and a half, vacation pay, all the things that are there by law to protect you, and they don't. They get away with it. Okay. So what do you do as a low to middle income worker? How are you going to fight that boss? Okay, there are agencies that will help you, and this report shows you where they are. They're at your state and federal. So the federal government has a wage and hour department that will fight for you too. I think they only have a couple hundred people, and they usually work on bigger cases. So, but your state has an office too, that will put on their cape and come down, and all those agencies to help can give you ideas to copy and open your own. Not sure what you meant. Matthew, I was back. Okay, so if anybody screws over your wage and you're a wage person somewhere and you feel you were taken advantage of, that's where to complain, because otherwise your third option is a lawyer, and they explain all that in this article. That's why I like it. And I show you all this stuff in my One Stop. You have all those offices in your state where to contact, to get this help, because they come out and investigate. Labor Relation Boards, yes, that's one of them. Labor Relation Boards is more about to set up a union or not. These people are the wage and hour divisions, making sure that you're getting a fair deal on your wages. And so whether you're union or not, it doesn't matter. See, you're just doing business in that state. So now I know in Maryland they have a higher minimum wage and all this kind of stuff, and now they have to give more vacation pay and stuff like that. And people, with lower wages, they have a trouble, because they think they have to hire a lawyer, but you don't. First, all you do is call up the governor's office. If you don't know where to call, you just call the governor's office. Say, hey, who do I bitch about because I'm getting screwed on my wages? You talk English. They've heard this before. They've answered questions like this before. So that's what it's all about. You just call it, and they'll get you to the place, the office. And see, the office, you could be a wacko. You could be, just illiterate or just can't even speak or anything. They still have to investigate. It's their job. It's the law. They have to. See, that's what's neat about it. And you have access to that. Doesn't cost you a nickel, a dime, a penny. If you're worried about losing a job, talk that over to them. What if you work for the government? Same thing. What I would do, if you feel the government screwed you over, a government job, call your elected official first. Because a lot of government agents, I see, the government could be a state government or whatever. Love it. Yeah, I would probably go to the elected official. You would call your state, it can't hurt, and see. But if that doesn't work out, it may be fun. Sometimes the laws are written so the government officials don't have to follow the law. Like on Capitol Hill. All of Capitol Hill has no requirements for any law that covers employees anywhere else. So Inspector General's office, yes, that's a possibility. And that's there in every agency. But again, somebody has power over them as your elected official in every level of government. Another Marxist nut job. Marxist nut. Oh, I see. Yeah, maybe so. I don't know really the definition of Marxist, but we all have rights, that just seems a silly remark to me. But you're welcome to make it. I've heard worse. So there's places to get help, okay? People screwing you over. It'd be nice if you're rich and don't have to worry about getting screwed, because you could just be like Donald Trump and sue everybody who look cross-eyed at you. Most of us can't do that. So we need help doing that. So that's, you want Shady Bosses, okay? And Politico magazine. Okay, here's something I think you should watch. Oh, what's coming down the pike now? Silly destruction of the country isn't silly. Who's destructing the country? Oh, I see. Me, the Marxist, or whatever it is. Like I say, I don't know what it is. Only thing I know, I guess it's not you. So do what you love and be good at it. Yes, that's what I think. Okay, here's another thing. I think now is a good time. You're thinking about college or whatever. You have young people in your family going to college. Think about this. This is probably the best deal, the time to deal. Now the chat is working. Yes, I figured it all out. Don't chat me. Because I figured out this chat. It only took me 6 months or whatever. But I got 20 more years. What the hell? Okay, so here, there's a couple things happening. Demographics, less people are going to college, okay? Income stuff, colleges are problem is that most people don't even know what they love, yes, or who. And you have to search that. I mean, that's an internal search, a trial and error. And that's really the easy part if you're committed to it. That's why you have to be committed to it. People think they have to think of the perfect thing just this is what I want to do. You don't know exactly yet. You have to build it. And you do that by trying little things that may be it. And that leads to something else that maybe get closer. And you just keep going and building and failing and screwing up and whatever. Okay, so now foreign students are shrinking. See, colleges made a lot of money with foreign students. Why? Because they pay top dollar. The average person at colleges now, don't forget, only pays about half price. Okay, this is the average. So whenever you see the sticker price out of colleges, most people, the people are paying an average of half of that. Okay, now isn't that terrible? It's like a car dealership. Not everybody is cut out to be an entrepreneur. Yes, but you don't have to be an entrepreneur. Even doing what you want for somebody else. Did I lose? I did. I think I lose the scope, people. Why is that? How did I lose you? How did I lose you? How did I lose you? I gotta get them back. Oh gosh. Let's see. Where is that one? My wires are crossed. My wires are everywhere. Oh, why did that happen? It was fine for a little while. Doctor, what happened? What happened? What happened? Maybe I can get it back. Let's see if I... Oh, shit. Oh, sorry. Oh, my. Why do we do that? Okay. Let me see if I can get... Oh, I just didn't get that too well, did I, huh? No, golly. They don't like that on Facebook, do they, huh? Rotate your phone. You rotate your own phone. Okay, now let's see if this... Well, I think I'm going to have to juice that up for a little bit more. Okay, we'll just go on without scope. Actually, that was where the guy I'd love to say bad things about me was. So I don't miss that too much. Actually, some of our Periscope people, they have like the meanest people, I think. Let's see, is that upside down? Yes, I see. Okay, I'm upside down. Let's go right side up, right side up, right side up, right side up. Okay. So, well, and there's a minute. Sort of like, I feel like the nuns in grade school, You've been a naughty boy, so I'm not going to take you. Okay, so college. What's happening now is that, see, the way colleges made a lot of money was by foreign students. Foreign students paid top dollar. Oh, now how did that stop, too? Oh, everything's stopping. Everything's stopping. Nobody likes me, huh? So foreign students paid, like 100% of the price in colleges. That's why universities love foreign students. They didn't know that they didn't have to pay full dollar. And I guess the people are so rich that are coming here. It didn't bother them either. So everybody was happy. Okay. I have to know how to spell continue. Okay, I lost another one. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's my internet service. But now what's happening is because of that, because less foreign students are coming in, and another reason less foreign students is because our immigration policy. Because the kid comes here and you can't come to see him. Because, Homeland Security won't let you in the airport. So you can't come. So they're shrinking that. So colleges are hurting for money. So they have this big facilities they have to keep paying for. So they're interested in deals. Yeah. So make sure you get a deal. First of all, because actually I've seen data that that is official that the average college now pays something like almost only half price. That's what the average student is, paying half of what the standard tuition price is for that college. So if you don't ask for a deal, man, who's you messing for? And that's why the place for college money to go is at your college, because they have the most money for the people in their college. If they have enough money to give their endowments and all this other money they get, to give people to only have to get half their price, but see, not the for-profit universities don't work that way, because the for-profit, they want you to pay all the price and get a loan from the government to pay them. That's why you should, another reason why you should stay away from it. There's a lot of reasons, but I'm biased and that's a different story. So that's why you could deal with the call. Also, another trick in dealing with universities, on this is to shoot low. In other words, all the universities go by the numbers. They want to be rated as a very competitive school, so they get richer kids and smarter kids and everything, and then they get their SAT scores up and all this kind of stuff. And so they become more exclusive, and they become more exclusive. That means they have more people applying. If they have more people applying for like $70, $100 an application, that's what it costs. So they make millions and millions of dollars just on people applying. And that's probably the biggest profit center of a lot of these universities. They get hundreds of thousands of applications, or not hundreds, I don't know what that. Yeah, they probably do. I've looked at that in the past, and I forgot the initial data. That's why that is a big profit center. So their aim is to get as many people apply, because it's you got to pay for to apply, $70. And by the way, there's another program. If you're lower income, you don't have to pay that. So remember, if you have trouble paying for those application fees, investigate about those other sources of income, so you don't have to pay, and they're around. But now it's a time to deal. And another thing is about shooting low. See, if you want to go to Harvard, okay, and say you're a pretty smart kid and everything, and you say, oh, I bet I could get in Harvard. You look at their average scores and whatever, and you say, oh, maybe I have a chance. Okay, yeah, maybe you do. But don't forget, Harvard doesn't need you, because you being in the middle of the range in the pack, or down in the second half below, whatever, they don't need more of them. They're going to pay somebody money if you're high. So if you're high on the charts, then they want the more higher people. Okay, so maybe you're not high enough for the highest of the highest, but you go down. So maybe you're like in the middle of the B schools. Well, look at the C schools, because you would be on the top of the C schools, and the C schools will give you more money to come there because you are more valuable to them. You're not valuable to them unless yeah, I didn't close Periscope by mistake, actually. It closed itself. I think I ran out of battery, and I don't know what happened. And I screwed up. Naturally, I mean, I know now at my age, I'm the one who really screws up. So if somebody says, when I was younger, I used to say, oh, it's not my fault, it's somebody else's fault. Now, I'm pretty sure it's my fault if something happens. So if you and I do something together and something goes wrong, I'll admit before it probably even if it's not my fault, that it is my fault. So I become a lot easier to live with, because I say, yeah, you're probably right. Because I've embarrassed myself too much to find out later that you were right. Okay, I went back on Periscope. Figure that out a little bit. But about shooting low. So that's the important thing. So anytime you're looking for a college or whatever, and who the hell really cares if you went to a B school or a C school or do people really care? I guess in certain areas maybe, and it really just probably because of you. Is there a way to start up a bank? Yes. You closed Periscope by mistake. Prevent, you're so nice because you're my Periscope tutor. Yes, it was my phone ran out of juice, and I didn't realize that. How do you connect with creditors? Tick off. Oh yes, creditor thing. I'll get there. Okay, so that's it. And the other thing about scholarships, the other thing people forget about is your state. Every state has a whole bunch of programs for higher education. So if you Google your state and then the word scholarship, and make sure it's either edu or .gov when you're looking, because otherwise you're going to get caught into some rabbit hole, somebody who just wants your name or email address so they could sell the hell out of it. That's where the government screws you over getting loans. What is that? Okay, you close paragraphs by mistake. Privat, where are you at? You're not in the States, are you? Privat, is that how you say it? Maybe, maybe not. Is there something starting? Well, I mean, if you want to start up a bank, first thing I would do is talk to them. Every state has banking regulators. To be in a bank, to start a bank, you have to go through a bunch of regulatory processes. Let's go, you're a bank. I knew that. And where's that guy that calls me a Marxist? I don't even know if that's good or bad. I guess it's bad to capitalists, maybe, but I'm sure they're good Marxists. Like the good capitalists, good everybody. What the hell? I am here. Oh, you're the guy. You're the guy bad-mouthing me, Marxist guy? Actually, my brother's middle name is Mark. No, is that Matthew? John. My name's John. Forgot. Never use it. So I'm a debt collector. Okay, you're a debt collector. Naima wants to know about debt too. That's another one I want to talk about. There's a law school out in Nevada, Utah, yeah, Salt Lake City. And their website they built by law students is called Solo Suit. Solo Suit. Oh, you're from Sweden. Oh, who's that great actor? I just was watching him. The Killing, big tall guy. He's in. It was great. And actually, he speaks Swedish. I watched him on a couple shows recently because of some new movie he has out. Big tall guy. Yeah, also played in a good thing called Free Money. That's why I really know. That was a great little. He plays a hitman or something like that in Free Money. Anyway, Solo Suit. Okay, a suit is not like me. A question mark suit. A suit is lawyer stuff. And a class at this university in Utah. Samuel, checking in from Memphis. Hey, this class, what they did is, see, if somebody finally sues you in court, so you owe somebody money and they're trying to get it from you and you keep ignoring it, and all of a sudden, holy shit, you get these papers, and what are you going to do? It costs money and things like that. Okay, and so what they set up is this website. It sort of like tells you step by step what to do when somebody sues you for court. See? Because you don't know. And you're going to run to an attorney who's going to charge you $200 an hour or whatever. So this is a place. Now, unfortunately, it's only good in Utah right now because every state is different. But I think if you went there and looked at it a little bit and learn about the processes more, so you have a little more understanding before you go somewhere else, because otherwise with no understanding, what's going to happen, you're going to feel like a magnet being drawn to somebody who says, yes, I'll fix that, don't worry, my dear. It only costs you, man, don't worry about paying, you'll be able to do that, don't worry. You're back, yes. Are you from California? No, I'm in Washington, D.C. Okay, and so this will explain it, and it's really for you to do the whole thing yourself, but you really can't unless you're in Utah, but they're looking at it's sort of like TurboTax, for going to court because of debt. Because it takes you through step by step and all the questions and what you need to know and all that kind of stuff. So it's a great thing, and there's a lot of stuff out there like that, and see that's why I think as a society, my brother might lose his house. He was a victim of crime. Okay, two things about your victim of crime. One, call up your governor's office. There's a crime victims assistance program in every state. Crime Victims Assistance Program. And they cover expenses because of a crime, even sexual harassment crimes. Matthew, I'd like to try your program for a grant, but I'm a small fixed income and can't afford to pay a lot. Okay, look at the best I have is letsgo.com One Stop. That's state by state. See if that is interesting to you, and because that's the best I have. Yeah, and the value is incredible. I've been working on that for 40 years, and that's what's important. So I have 400 places for money for almost anything and help, things like this. If you're a victim of crime, okay, how do you know about that stuff? There's not going to be advertised unless you know the exact words. That's what I try to do, is use the words the government has. So if you're going to find it yourself, maybe you'll find it easier. If you look for Crime Victims Assistance Program, go to the library and online. The information is out there. Yes, libraries are very good. I'm going to be buying your book. Thank you, sir. But, okay, also, if he can't lose his house, okay, I mean you can't, but you should not. And there's organizations, nonprofit organizations, okay, just asking because I've tried other avenues and they've been duped before. Yes, I mean, that's the problem with the internet. See, if you have a problem, there's too many sharks on the internet ready to sell you something or get your money because you have a problem. That's why, if you have a problem with anything, don't do anything on the internet that does not have .org, O-R-G, or .gov. And I mean, there are some that are legitimate. Are you for legislation of weed? Yes, it's pretty close to that here. But you're in Sweden. Is it legal in Sweden, Privet? It's getting, yeah, and I have, one son's very active, in the legalization of it. And because of the injustice, I mean, we have, we spend more on our criminal justice system for pot than we do on murderers and stuff like that. I mean, it's just stupid what we do. No, it's not legal, or it is legal. Privet, legal in Sweden or not? Don't know. But I know there's a half a dozen states and maybe about half the state. Actually, more people voted for legalizing pot in this country in the last election than they did for Donald Trump. So, that's an interesting statistic. So solo suit. Okay. The other thing about losing your house. No. Make sure you find some nonprofit organizations that help you. In losing your house. You can't. No. There's a lot of help out there. That's all they do is help you with that. So get the free one. Not legal in Sweden. Wow. But next door, was one of the first legalized places, right? Denmark, wasn't it? Scoper, with losing your house or your brother losing a house. Okay, remember, okay, how do you find that? Okay, another thing too, remember, you could always contact your elected official, your congressman, senators. You have 2 senators and a congressman. Contact them. See, that's what I'm trying to educate everybody to do. And this is what the One Stop is. The One Stop is nonprofit organization that teaches you to do what? Avoid paying debt? No. Yes, I mean, that's true too. To get you out of debt. To not lose your house. I was talking specifically about there's nonprofit organizations that actually do anything, to tell you the truth. I mean, this is what I talk about. Is government programs, nonprofit organizations. These are organized ones. Which grant programs are legit ones to apply to? Anything with .gov or .org. They're the legitimate ones, and you don't need a grant writer. Very few grants require a grant writer, and actually very few grants are even called grants. So don't look for grants because you'll miss 80% of the free money. And that's all I'm trying to do with my One Stop is get this into the hands of everyone so they start understanding the resources. Look at what this country does. It gives millionaires, it just gave every millionaire in this country an extra $1 million. What the hell did we do that for? We just gave, Warren Buffett enough money just in 1 year, and he'll probably get it every year now, to pay for the Department of State. The whole caboodle. And we said, no, we don't need it for the State Department of State. We needed to give it to Warren Buffett. Well, I mean, what really pisses me off, there's programs for other people who are not millionaires, and so that's why I'm trying to teach you. Don't get pissed off that it's all against you. It probably is, but there's still stuff there. That's a different fight you have to do. What you have to do is also survive. You have to do is grow. Okay, Warren Buffett lost his booty on the Exxon pipeline. Happy or no? Well, I don't care. Probably pays for illegals to get legal fees paid. Not sure what that meant. There is legal help for legals or illegals or anything. I mean, this is why people come to this country. It's cool. We don't run it like Russia. Yeah, you never know. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things wrong with it. But remember, you can use it. These are assets. I remember when your hair was still dark. So do I. I got lots of pictures. Actually, I just saw a picture the other day. Who's the British guy, see, that I look like? John Oliver. I looked like him with my black hair. Picture me like 30, 40 years ago or whatever it was. And actually when back then in the 60s or whatever, people thought I was a Beatle. I used to wear my hair long and stuff like that. For the 60s it was long. Not long like British long, I guess. Whatever. But that's what I'm trying to do is really make sure that people know how to use these. We have resources there, that are there no matter what, and no matter what you hear about all the spending, it's not going to change much at all. It'll take a while before it to really get down. I mean, the government's grown. The amount of money that's given out this year is more than last year. Okay, here, go to this place. If you want to see how much free money that is not even called grants. Very few of this money is called grants. If you go to lesgo.com tutor, lesgo.com tutor, Tutor, and that is small letters, Tutor. If you go there and you go to the blog there, you'll see a blog post of data that I've gotten from the Census Department, Bureau of Census, the Bureau of Economic Analysis and everything that shows you how much every state gives per family. This is how much per family. And it goes from $16,000 per year per family to $25,000 per year per family. So, and it's going to be that way for a long time, at least in the next, 6 years or so. Some of your older books are in my local public library, yes, but these aren't. Maybe we should get these e-books in the library. Should have. I mean, a lot of that stuff is still there. I mean, I'm still talking about programs I was 30 years ago. One of the first programs I used to talk about was the Urban Homesteading Act, and that's still there. This is houses for $1, and it's still in HUD. And actually, we're giving Warren Buffett probably more money than we do in paying for all of HUD in 1 year. Okay, so all that bad, we take care of the guy in the election if you don't like it or whatever. But now these programs are real. Everything there is there. It's not going to change a whole lot from year to year, so don't worry about what people... You'll have a bureaucrat or two or interest groups yelling and screaming, and you think the whole thing is, I'm tired of getting fucked by freeloaders. Yeah, I'm not sure who the freeloaders are. That's the problem. But remember, if you need help, you're looking for assistance to do something, you need a better job. You're paying too much in bills. You have to have a problem with that. You have healthcare problems. You need your teeth fixed. How you get your taxes done for free. You can make up $65,000, and they'll do your taxes for free. Don't go to H&R Block. That's silly. No, you don't have to. Billion, that's right. To me, the government makes millionaires into billionaires. And I documented that a lot. Yeah, Smiley's here. Smiley, come and wave. Everybody's asking for Smiley.
Another time.
Another, she's in the middle. The pot is boiling on the stove. And we got to go out to dinner tonight, and we're taking something. I don't know. It's all funny food to me. But it is there. This is a resource. I see it as oil in the ground. What the hell your politics are? You think that's why we're all hypocrites. I mean, look at these Republicans are saying that we can't go into debt. Shit, they just created more debt than the history of man. As long as you're paying for your stuff, you don't care about the other thing. If you're paying for somebody else's stuff, then you're worried about the debt. Yeah, local government programs are great too. That's right. The SBA helps people every day for free. That's right. And it's more than the SBA. In your town, if you have something, you want to start a business, you want to start a nonprofit, you want to be a freelancer on the kitchen table. What you do is, you don't have to go to the SBA. You go what's called the Small Business Development Center. They're in every county in the country, and they get government money not only from the SBA but from your state government. And they're terrific. You have a debt problem. You have to get out of debt. Your business is in debt. They help you with that, all for free too. I don't get any stuff. I just pay. Well, yep. That's if you could help that. I can't. And maybe you don't need it. That's fine. I can't believe I came across you from here. You're like, oh, thank you. I don't know what I'm doing. I just know I have about 20 years left. I'm trying to educate as many people as possible to know what the hell's about, what's available to you in life. I mean, it's not easy. Any of the stuff I'm talking to you about, you're not going to make a phone call, get a check in the mail Tuesday. It may take till Thursday. No, I don't know. I have no idea. But it's there. It's real. Everything I'm telling you is real. Actual programs that give out real money. Whether nobody can guarantee if you're going to get it. Nobody can. Anybody on the internet say, oh, I guarantee you the bullshit. Just like people, you make $1 million doing this. Nobody does, except the guy selling you the stuff. And so you have to build up your own skills, build up your own stuff, what it's about, and through trial and error with spending as little money as possible. I crap up on people that are here. Someday you'll need a helping hand. I mean, you can't worry about them. Don't worry. They'll take care of themselves. Same one. Programs for dental work. Yes, I know at one point, sliding scale programs. See, that's another thing I have in the One Stop. All the dental programs for your state that are available. All the, if you can't pay a copay, programs for that. And the places to do for dental work is always start with your county health department. You should join SKA band. What's SKA? I'm not sure what that. If it's a band, have to. Okay. The dental. Okay, start your county health department. Okay, that's easy to find. Just call up the county government. You still on your cell phone, any phone or whatever, and the health department. Who makes my jacket? This one is India. Now I have it in Vietnam. People who were trying to kill me 40 years ago, whatever it was. Now I'm making my suits. Isn't life great? Hi, Mr. Lesko. Hi, Chris. So go to there first. And then also who usually has a good list, and it varies from state to state, is your state dental society. So another key thing to look at, you will show us the way. Well, I hope I could help guide. That's it. You really have to do most of the work. I'm just pointing or whatever. Love you a long time. Oh, thank you. I'm just giving you, save you some time. Actually, I have 2.5 jobs. Yes, I remember reading a book about job situations, and that's very important to me, and that's what I try to do is help people get careers and jobs or whatever to work in what they want to do. That's why I see this One Stop as a way to get extra money to live on while you're finding exactly what you want to do in life, because it takes. Don't spend $50,000 on a degree or something unless you really know that's what old dusty Lesko. I guess a lot of people call me a lot of stuff. The dental programs, right. Sliding scale dental. Remember, only go to websites that are .org or .gov. Let's go. Always bashing Bitcom. Well, I don't know. Drop dead, Lesko, with your old ass. Well, thank you. It's nice to hear from you, too. Why do you even bother saying that? Well, I guess it makes you feel good. That's good. And so what you look at, safety net programs is another one to look at. I would like to open a small assisted living home. How do I get the home? My credit is bad. Okay, you're going to have to be creative on that. Who will go after creditors for you if you if they kick you off, Matthew? If they kick you off. Oh, this was the solo suit. I'm not sure. Oh, that's right. The FTC has a program, Federal Trade Commission. Okay, if you go to Federal Trade Commission and you search, this is Naima wanted to know about debt collectors, and if they treat you badly, you can get $1,000 from them. You know, because most of them don't follow the rules. Because they do, you'll never pay. They have to be too polite, and if they're too polite, you're not going to think they're a problem. So they never follow the rules. So what you do is go to the FTC, go to the Consumer FTC, Federal Trade Commission, and put on debt collection. If you don't get, you know, the rules for that, who to contact, then give me a call. Also, check your consumerfinance.gov. Okay, that's another one. Okay, now somebody had a home. Yes. Okay, a lot of money. I mean, when I say a lot of money, that's dollars, but that means it's there. You know, how you do it, you may have to package it. You got bad debt and no money. Okay, well now you have to be creative. And the way to do that, you just don't say, okay, I have bad credit and I don't know what I'm doing, but I want to do this, and I think I need $100,000 to do it. Nobody's going to give you $100,000 to do something. You have no idea what to do or how to do it or whatever, and you just have an idea. Okay, so what you do, have you both on your bookshelf? Yes, I've certainly read those guys. At time. Actually, I was just seeing Chomsky somewhere in an interview. He has a new book out. He must be 1,000 by now. I thought I was old. And so you got to learn the system. Okay, so you start going to your county. You go to your county government. You and Smiley smoke pot? No, I don't think so. And a different generation.
What are all these questions, huh?
They're Smiley.
It's crazy. Bitcoins has not come up yet today.
Oh, yes, they are. Some
good.
guy yelling at me for Bitcoins. He's bashing because I bash Bitcoin. No, I don't bash Bitcoin. If there's something good there, I said, you shouldn't invest your money in it if you don't have money. So that, I mean, so now you have to learn the system and where you could sneak in, okay? Where there's an opportunity, so it's looking for the money. Who has the money for that? Okay, most of that money comes from what's called the Community Development Block Grant. Okay, that's a place to do it. Also, what it is, your area office on aging is looking to put people, seniors, in homes that maybe you could take care of, and you're like the dorm mother or something like that. Behind a very good man, there's a woman. Yes, she's actually in front of me most of the time, and that's a possibility. What you want to do, I mean, you have to go to meetings to find out how people are doing it. You see a problem, okay? Now you have to maybe just say, hey, you go with the attitude that, hey, I'm interested in this. You've helped many people over the year. Oh, thank you. Don't promote bloodsucker. Oh, I see that's somebody talking about, oh, well, why do people waste their time? You look Smiley from Harbinger Fleet. So you have to start learning. So you could go your area office on aging. Maybe that's a good place to start and say, hey, I'm interested in starting a senior's home and things like that. Where do you think I should start to learn about the system? Before you decide how much money you need, before you decide anything else, you have to understand what the existing system is. Just don't say, well, I need, from what you know, you need $100,000 or $500,000 or whatever it is to do that. That may or may not be true. And if you start focusing on that, then you're probably wasting your time until you find something better. You know? And so what you want to do is go out there and see what is there now, you know, and how can you possibly sneak into that to take advantage of it. And I see Instagram only lets me do an hour. It just cuts off by itself.
Instagram?
Yeah.
Instagram?
Instagram, yeah.
You can do a whole hour?
Yeah, they have a streaming part.
Oh.
Yeah. But no, they only have a minute on the other thing. But they don't even save the hour. So that's why what you want to do is find out who's in the business now. Good Good. Pay attention to us. You, Scope is where I got beat up the most. Are you the guy who was on the commercial talking about? Yes. Are you? Were you the guy who used to watch me on commercial? Oh, I remember you. You were a lot younger then, weren't you? Disabled resources for business. Does that mean you're somebody with a disability that wants to do that? How is it benefiting you? What? What is it benefiting me? Hello from Austin. Austin. What was I thinking today about Austin or something? Are you pro-weed? I forget. Whoa, why is it Austin? What is it? Oh, well. See, I am just dangerous with this mind. Talk about student loans. Well, the student loans, you spell it STUDENT, and then the second word is loan, LOAN, I think. Let me look it up to make sure. That's student loan. Well, yeah, okay. If you have trouble with student loans, don't talk to, I think weed should be prohibited. I think that's okay, good. I am a conservative. Good for you. No, everybody has, that's great. You know, there's some bad parts to it. There's bad parts on everything. You know? Dangerous minds. I have one too. Yeah. The student loans. Okay, one thing is anybody calls you, I get text messages all the time. Oh, we're going to help you with your student loans. And by the way, seniors, like over 60, they have gazillion dollars worth of student loans too. Okay, here's what you do with student loans. If you don't have my one stop, see, I have it all in there, what to do with student loans. But if you don't, then a good place to start is, number one, don't respond to anything, any email, any website, any text messages, anything from somebody who's going to help you with student loans. They're all going to do is sell you something, you know, and you don't want to buy anything, okay? And so that you don't want to do. What you want to do is go to consumerfinance.gov and put in student loans there. And there's a source, you know, that takes you step by step what to do when you have problems with the student loans, okay? And that's the best place to start. So don't get caught up in some financial expert. You know, because every financial expert is there to sell you something. Thank you for assisted living info. Oh, you're the one. Great. Lady Boss. You look familiar, lady, that name. They say, hi, I'm from Vegas. Well deserved. What was that? Let's see. What was it? Hey, I'm from Las Vegas, man, professor. Well-deserved title. I used to be I was a professor of computer science back in the 70s when a computer was as big as this kitchen or bigger. I was a coder back then. Yeah, in assembly language they call it, COBOL, and all this kind of stuff. I taught computer science. I'm not conservative, but regarding that, my opinion is conservative. Oh, we're all conservative. We're all liberal. I think we're all pieces of everything. That's why it's just a continuum. That's why I just think labels are a trap, you know. And we're all a piece of everything, so who knows what the hell we are. We can't even figure out what the hell we are. So how does somebody else have the right to tell what we are? We don't even know what the hell we are. Alicia Krug, my credit union refunded me the $50 non-refundable garnishment fee after I showed them the court order for. Ooh, that's interesting. Ah, neat. Oh, okay. See, that's another thing. You got to speak up and ask the question. Don't, you know, anything I say, you back it up with the horse's mouth. Don't trust me. Thank you for your the shadow knows. Oh, there's the shadow. Somebody came up. Maybe that was you. I forget. But that was cool. The shadow note. Oh yeah, well, anybody tells you anything. I mean, they say everything is this way. Nah, shit. You know, what they experience is that way, and that's not everything. You know, I agree. People want to label others sad to think. Yeah. No, I think that's right. Even saying you're something is sort of intellectually dishonest. Good to see you here. It's a great medium. Yeah, it's actually pretty hot. I bet I know. You are a Marxist. How do you know? You're just studying it. Man, get me a grant. But that is okay. I don't know. Are you the best? Make me smile. I think that's nice. Very nice. I mean, if I could do that, make somebody's day happy, well, what else are we here to do? And then plus help you too, maybe? How do you stay sharp at your age? You do shit you think is important. Try and find something you think is important and just keep doing it till you drop dead. That's what I think. You know, retirement is stupid. Retirement is for people who have a shitty job. I need to be a nonprofit to get the free best. No. You don't, but that's easy enough. Don't be a nonprofit first. Look for something you want to do. See where the money is, and if that money says, "Oh, you should be a nonprofit," then you become a nonprofit. Don't put the cart before the horse. First thing I agree with you on. What was that? I'm not sure what that is. Why you keep watching then? You could go anywhere and find somebody who just believes exactly what you do. There's plenty of that all over. I don't know what I believe. All I know for sure is that I'm not really sure. What about retirement? About retirement. Oh, Belize, yeah. I need an overseas bank account. Again, I mean, I'm sure it's easy to figure all that out. I don't. Why aren't you doing this on TV? Because it stopped working for me. Thank you for hunting and gathering all this information. That's what I'm really good at, finding stuff other people don't find. Why aren't you? Yeah, it doesn't work. You know, if it worked, you'd be seeing the hell out of it. You want to start a business or getting operating funds for an online business? Where can I get as a disabled person? Well, I think the biggest thing about that, there's a lot of, what I would do is, I got a publication that the best places to start to get government grant to start an online business. So if you go to lesco.com/business, you'll see that there. It's only $20. That is a great line of retirement is for people with boring jobs, right? I mean, this is. I mean, that was built up in the industrial age where we couldn't work in factories past 60 or so. Man, I'm faster. Stronger probably and everything now at 74 than it was at 50, you know? And so it's not true. And doing nothing just means you get in trouble. You're a cranky old bastard who complains about everything. You know, instead of, we got a lot of problems to solve. You know, and so there's a lot of things you can work on until you die. And that's what I think we're here to do, is help other people with problems, you know, solve problems. So that's why I think I'm probably the best in the country that can find you stuff about not having to pay for stuff. And everybody thinks they have to pay for things because that's what you see every day. You see that it costs this to do that, it costs that to do that. No, it doesn't. There's options. And that's what I want to do, is show people the options. Because I see, if I can show you options to do something, you know, then you say, hey, maybe I could do what I want to do. And I don't need $100,000. And I think that's absolutely right. It takes effort, it takes creativity, but it's there. You know, and why just give up your life because some asshole says it costs a lot of money? You look at all the success stories, the people you read about or whatever, they do it without money. Yeah. I mean, now everybody wants to go out and get venture capital money and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, I thought the guy was dead. I thought this guy was dead too. Yeah, I got to get in line. I think there's a lot of people wish that. I want to say that before I head out. You help countless people, regardless of the trolls, regardless of the haters. You have helped a lot of lives, and I just want to say thank you. Well, Samuel, that's wonderful, and that helps a lot when somebody says that. And that's why it's more than any money somebody could give me. I need money to keep, so I can keep doing this. So I want to be profitable. I don't want to do things that aren't worthwhile to somebody else. And so that's what's neat about capitalism. That's what's important to me. He knows nothing about Bitcoin, but Bashir, that's fine. Okay, you're right. Yeah. Do you have an understudy? An overstudy, maybe. I'm disabled. I'm about ready to go back to work. Where do I start? You got to get training probably or whatever. Go to your local career one-stop. Or the workforce development, call your local capitalism. And now we are talking. Yeah, no, I think capitalism is great. If you put $10,000 this summer in crypto, you would have been, yes, that's true. I know nothing about Bitcoin. I'm here to learn what I don't know. Good. I know nothing about Bitcoin either. You know, I mean, nobody knows what's going to happen to Bitcoin. And that's the important thing. If you want to be one of those people who's going to study the hell out of it and compete with the sharks that are doing that, fine, my blessing. If you're looking for a career and you can't afford to lose money, then don't. Yeah. Bitcoin is a miracle of generation. Maybe. Yeah, listen, guy, you don't know what you're talking about. Please don't. You're welcome to your opinion, but it's opinion. That's amazing. 100 times up. Where was I? I forgot. Had to get a Jackal question mark all over for you. No, I wear these every day. I got cars with question marks on them. Yeah, so it's always, it's the most fun I had in my life working like this. You know, people, I've been thrown out of so many places too. I lost millions of dollars because I start wearing these things too. What's your website again? Lesco.com/one-stop. Lesco.com/one-stop. Maybe I should have a piece of paper here. I think, yes. My little chickadee, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. My gosh.
You are a crazy professor.
What? My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. I used to be a professor, but lesco.com/one-stop. Aha! Aha! You put it over there. I know you did. You're trying to trick an old guy, aren't you? Lesco.com/one-stop. Okay, also I have talk. I do this a lot. Information on free cars. I got a report on that, Shadow. Lesco.com/tutor. It's a download report. Also on Udemy, I have a course, same course. It's difficult and it's not everywhere, but I got all the possibilities there for you. And the talk is $1 a minute. You make an appointment there, and we chat for 15, 20, 30 minutes, as long as it takes to understand your problem. What do you need money for? And I send you links on the best places to go. I need exposed. Let's go for being a fraud. Good. We need that. Okay, and research, course, that's Udemy courses, but one-stop, that's the best thing I do right now. And by the way, I did in the last week or two, I did about 30, 40 minutes on my ideas on Bitcoin. You want to take a look at that. Some more for those that really want to know about that stuff. Most people are too involved. It's the greedy people who think they're going to make $1 million 2 days. Anything from his scam. People call me a scam because I don't want people to be scammed. That's cool. You're disabled. Can you get free college? Yes, 56. Yes, here's a great free place for college. A University of the People. University of the People. Let's go. Someone recommended you to start OBS. What's OBS? On Periscope. Any chance you have looked at this SafeX by chance? Don't know what SafeX is. Hold it back up. OBS. What's that? What is OBS, guys? Bitcoin is a original way of hiding money, like Obama. I'm not. I don't know this stuff. Okay, what's OBS? SafeX is a crypto coin. I don't know anything about it. All the websites back up. Don't know anything about that. OBS is better. What's OBS? Is that a Bitcoin thing? Well, I don't know. It's a broadcasting. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's a thing somebody said before. To get things all together. Yeah, it's. I looked in a little bit. It is. Yeah, because I'm on 3, I'm on 4, I'm on 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm on 5 streams. So it doesn't handle that too well. Hold those websites back so I can screenshot. Oh, I see, okay, yeah. Websites for the screenshot. Websites for the screenshot. Okay, check out Buddy, he does OBS. Okay, my buddy. Yeah, no, I've been on some shows with that. No, I understand. Again, and another thing that stops me sometimes is the learning curve I have to go up to. You know, I got so much shit I have to do every day or want to do every day. Learning a new technology, if the old shit works, or works well enough. And it changes all the time, you know, so much anyway. You got the screenshot? You got the screenshot? Hi there, I saw a photo and I said, damn, it looks like Lesko. You're damn right it looks like Lesko. How'd you know that? How'd you know Lesko? Let's go. Well, you guys got me babbling here forever, didn't you? I thought, well, this is going to be a snoozer this afternoon, but we covered a lot of stuff. So if you didn't, you know, you're tuning in late, go back and see the reruns, because I covered some interesting things, mainly about the tax cut and how Warren Buffett's getting $29 billion. And about Solo Suit, helping you with your debt problems, and people want to sue you because of debt. We talked about universities are cheap and why they are cheap, and it's a good time, and how to negotiate with the universities. What else did we talk about, guys? That's what I like paper to keep me. Oh, Warren Buffett, right? The richest people, right? Oh, and how the tax cut, you know, is the companies that say they're giving $1,000 to everybody. Well, for the tax cut, the employees are getting 13% of that tax cut to the people. So, like of the, you know, the billions of dollars they're getting, it's not really going downhill. It's staying uphill. And that's because 80% of the stocks are owned by the top 10%. So that's what got the tax bill passed, because that's where it's going to go. So, and we're paying for it. So that's another $1.7 trillion in debt that we're going to pay. Actually, I'm not. I'll be gone. And you young people are going to pay for this forever. And your kids. Because we got $20 trillion. I got to check that debt figure. That's interesting. I'm too old. I got to keep checking figures faster. Okay. Okay, guys. So letsgo.com/one-stop. Letsgo.com/one-stop and letsgo.com/talk. Want to talk? I don't talk my way on the phone, but I'll listen more. Here, I got to keep you awake. I hate to see people who waste grant money. So do I. There's so many people who need it. Okay, thank you guys.